Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I'm here. Good morning. You know, it feels good to be up. You know what I'm saying? Good morning, everybody. Hey, what's up? I'm back. And you see the topic of the day. All right. It's Sunday morning, people. How's everybody doing today? Good morning, everybody. Good morning to you. Okay. What's good, everybody? What's good? I need y'all to hear me, okay? Hear me clearly. Today, no distractions. No distractions. No scrolling. No half listening. I need some undivided attention right now, people. I do. Good morning, everybody. You know, we out here in the city just trying to live it up, okay? I'm trying to live it up. If you with me, come on now, people. Good morning, everybody. This is what we're going to be talking about today because what I'm about to tell you guys is going to hit every single person in here. Every single person. At some point in your life, you done been through this before. You have. We all have. Okay? And if it hasn't hit you yet, it will. Don't wait for it. But it will come. You'll see it. You'll see it before it even gets to the point something that you could feel, because watching this live now, you're going to be ahead of everybody else. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. It's Queen Showtime. I'm here. Let me drink some of this water. Gotta stay strapped up with this water. Hope you guys drank some cool water today. You know? Listen, we're talking about fake friends, misleading loyalty, right? People who smile in your face but switch up when the energy changes. Okay? This is real. I mean, like, we deal with this. I dealt with this even in elementary school. Some people with grace, they just glide on through. And they don't even see that until, like, they're an adult and they're, like, in school or at work, and you got to deal with other people's emotions. And, like, people will try to give you what you want. You know that, right? Because they want to get what they want too. So they're going to be fake. And fake people find it hard to be fake for long. You know, it's like an actor. You're acting in Hollywood. Imagine having to stay in that role. It can get a little aggravating at points where they just can't take it anymore. And those little points where people reveal who they are, that's who they are. Not that smile that you see every day. Not that person that wishes you a good morning or begs to see you. No, it's that little bit that you see, that little bit of greed, that little bit of arrogance that you'll see, that little bit of obnoxious behavior, that little bit that you see. That's who they are. But you'll never see all of it. Just little bits. Don't get caught up in a situation where it's like Independence Day and somebody got to be Vivica Fox because they won't be Vivica Fox. Guarantee they won't. They're running. They might just leave the dog behind. Yeah, okay? We're going to be going in today about this today. People, listen. I'm not going to just sugarcoat everything. I can't. Got to have a reality check, man. We do. Reality check, people. People are full of crap. A lot of them, okay? Like, I look back at people and I'm like, probably full of crap. Probably full of crap. You know, and I'll put it past. Don't get confused by somebody's age, okay? A young person could just be just as horrible as an older person, okay? You don't know how many people then got lured by some young person telling them like, oh yeah, help me with my cat, my dog in the car. You never see them again. Listen, or some old lady, oh, can you please carry the groceries all the way inside? You don't know she's a cannibal. And she got a big giant son. He's like 6'3" inside the door. You don't know what people are about. You have to be on point, okay? And be careful about the people you let in your circle. And never put your circle into somebody else's circle, as in never put your life, your predicament, and everything going on with you in somebody else's hands. That's like taking your whole bank account and giving it to somebody else to manage for you, and then wondering why there's nothing in there. No one's thinking like you. You think like you. The rest of the world, when they have an opportunity to be greedy, they will. They will. They will be greedy. Okay, so let me start with something uncomfortable, people. All right? Not everybody who laughs with you is for you. Not everybody who hangs around you wants to see you win. They don't want to see you win. You think they want to see you win? They hope you don't win. And as a matter of fact, they expect you to lose. They do. They do, okay? And I need you to sit with that. Sit with that. Because you'll invite people to a show and they won't be able to make it. They don't even think that you made it. You'll tell somebody you have an amazing idea and you want to go out there and do it. They'll suggest you not do it. Matter of fact, they might even come with you and sabotage the whole experience. Imagine that. Someone standing beside you complaining the whole time. Oh, it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad. It's going to be bad. Oh, we're going to get in trouble. The cops are going to come. You're going to get a ticket. You're not supposed to do that. You can't touch that. Don't look at that. You want to go charge. Oh, they're not going to let you charge your phone. They're not going to let you use the bathroom. Then the sun's not going to come out. It's going to rain. It's going to storm. One of those Debbie Downers. There's people like that, guys and girls. Okay. They second guess everything. Now look, I know there's people in the world that when they care about somebody so much, they fear letting the other person lose. I don't know, I'm not going to go deep into psychology or anything like that, but you can look into that if you want to. Because there's people in the world, specifically, perfect example is parents. They don't want their children to try something risky because they don't want to feel bad that the kid feels bad that they failed. But maybe they don't feel bad. Maybe they just get back up and they keep going and they keep trying. And they just be the worst flute player for the next 15 years and you cheer them on until they find their crowd and their people that play just as wild as they do. And he just become the greatest flute master of the world. We don't know. So you really need to not put so much pressure on somebody because you tried something or you were scared to try something, so you didn't do it. So you don't want somebody else to try something because it didn't work for you. It doesn't work like that. Give people a chance. You had your chance. You enjoyed it, didn't you? You ever wanted to be a rapper or a singer or a tap dancer or actress or something like that as a kid? And then somebody tells you, oh, stop playing around. Find something real to do. That's not a real job. Talking isn't a job. Think of something real. You want to be a doctor? You want to be a lawyer? Because tap dancing won't pay the rent. And just crushing somebody's dream. It's wild because, kids just sitting here, we're watching Disney or something, watching Mickey Mouse Club, and they're like telling you could be anything you want to be. And your parents like, oh, and then they give you a reality check. That's not a job. You'll never make a movie. You'll never be a director. You'll never succeed. You're confusing them. Maybe they can. Maybe they can make their own cable network. Maybe you can look at your children's drawings and say, hey, this might be the future of HBO. Hey, I like your little cartoon characters you drew. Maybe one day you'll be running Cartoon Network. Give the people some hope. if you were scared to do it, okay. Or you probably was told that, and now you're turning it on to them. Whatever that you was told that stopped you from doing what you was doing, I want you to know right now, it's not too late. It's not too late. Everything you ever wanted to do when you was younger, and even when you was a teen, or when you was in high school or college, everything you ever wanted to do, it's never too late. You can still do it. Within the realm of possibilities, you can do what you can. Okay? Don't forget that there's ways around things. And if you don't know how to figure out a way around it, break it down in like ChatGPT or something like that. Look, you know what I'm saying? I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do this, but here's the conundrum. They're going to help you figure out a way that you can do it. You can do it. In a small way, in a big way, whatever. Okay? Like, let's say this. Say you want to be a poet. You want to write poetry. But you want to recite it. You want to speak. You want to feel something. You want to recite some poetry at an event. There's plenty of things like that around this city. I'm in New York City. There's plenty of events to do poetry. Almost every day of the week. You could get on a list for Tuesdays, on a list for the other location on Thursdays. And on Saturdays, you're probably booked. Before you know it, you'll have such a big following, you'll have to print a book. And after that, you'll be checking the books. Okay? Because you'll be banking. Telling you, you never know what can happen, but you have to put yourself out there. I had a friend, okay, guys? Because I'm not no hater. I'm not a hater. My friend decided to take up painting during COVID. Never painted a day in his life. Guess what? He's really, really good. I mean, he's really good. Like, after COVID, it was one thing after another. COVID clears, he started doing galleries. To get one of his works out, you got to have a pretty penny. And it only took him about 3 years before he started charging a good price that you could live off of a little something for his paintings. And he did it on his own. He didn't take no classes. But mind you, who hasn't just sat in school and just drawn? And they tell you, stop drawing. I implore you to keep drawing. You never know where you could go with that. With anything you're doing, drawing or collecting rocks or exploring the sea or the trees or whatever you want to do. You want to build something. You have ideas, visions you want to create. Start creating it, Start creating it. You might need to make like little small models. So you might need a 3D machine. So you create a small model, something that you're trying to build to something bigger. People never stop changing the future. I mean, it's slowing down a little bit because people are feeling like, oh, is anything even possible? So many barriers, so much conspiracy theories, so much like hatred. You can't even play ball without your life being on the line nowadays. A little kid I guess he was playing basketball. But I seen like that in the movie. A kid was playing basketball and he was just so good, pissed the wrong people off. Now I'm telling you, I don't even know about like this city as far as like people going outside. Just a side note, there are still after school programs. There are Saturday classes and stuff like that where kids can play in a controlled environment because it seems like people don't have a careful life. I think it's the situation with the internet, kids growing up on the internet, it's even worse. I don't know. Like maybe like life is not GTA. People's life really do matter. And we have to start paying attention to where we go, the type of people that are around us. Because no matter how good we are, those bad people around us will find a way to affect us, even if we don't speak to them. They'll find a connection, even if it's the person that you're standing beside of. So, like, if the person I'm standing beside, I speak to that person over here that's completely a demon. Well, you don't need to be standing next to me because you want to mix and mingle, okay? Can't be walking around with a flower with thorns and a snake wrapped around its neck. Look, okay, I need to be around positivity at all times. Know your surroundings, people. I'm just going to leave that side note. Know your surroundings and move around. Okay, I like to be where people are civilized, and you know where that is. Okay, tell you, because it seemed like the kids not safe, people not safe, the police not policing. If the police not policing your neighborhood, go where they police the neighborhood at. That's my new neighborhood. If I got to go to Long Island to play basketball, I'm going to go to Long Island to play basketball, and I'm going to stay there all day. All day. It's insane you have to do that. People really have to start talking to the community leaders and start showing up to the committee meetings and finding out what you can do to change your neighborhood. Because, we can't keep having these things going on in New York. But let's start talking, continue on, because these people are always laughing. They sitting around laughing in your face. That's what I'm saying. They could put you in danger. They don't believe in you. They don't want to see you succeed. Oh, no. Oh, no. I can't be around that. Because most people learn this lesson just too late. You learn too late. Okay? They learn it after the betrayal. After the silence. After the I thought you were my friend moment. That's when they learn. That's when they realize. And I'm not here to make you bitter. I'm not. I'm here to make you aware, okay, of what's going on around you. Because it just looks like smiles. And it's not funny. It's not. It's fake. All right? The energy shift in people. Energy just shifts in people. Let me tell you, okay? Let me tell you something about people. People don't always change overnight. They don't change overnight. You think because, that was last year. They changed. No. They don't change overnight. But slowly, they reveal who they are. Little by little, they show who they are. Maybe you'll catch it like when you guys are somewhere and you're getting on a ride or something. And they was like, oh, wait a minute. We got room for one more. And they just like, later, dude. And it's like, I'm going to get on without you. And then just leave you standing on line and go to the other line. Yeah, they do little things. But maybe somebody have an opportunity. But a whole opportunity, like maybe they landed on some, on like 6 giant rolls of fabric. Silk, velvet, jean material, and leather. All big giant rolls. They threw it in the garbage because they didn't want it. But they know you're a fashion designer, but they was like, I forgot I wasn't thinking about it. They did think about it, but they said, you know what? I don't want to see him win. I don't want to see her win. Maybe you're a makeup artist and they have a connection with a whole studio where you could be doing makeup or they could connect you to some modeling agency that needs a makeup artist that's budget friendly and they could connect you. Y'all don't know each other, but this person knows you, right? They know both of y'all. And then instead of connecting this person, you don't let them meet. And then one day we're all just walking together and it's like, yeah, I work at a modeling agency and yeah, well, I'm a makeup artist. Well, why didn't you hook both of us up together? Ain't none of my business, man. Look, people don't want to see you win. Trust and believe. It's like that. You have to make your way. Okay? You just don't suddenly get a fake friend. You discover you have one. You don't know that right away. You're just like, oh, you fake. It's in how they act when you win. It's in how they act when you're not around. When you're not around. When they talking behind your back as you walking away. Or you got to listen to them, talking about you. Because, if you got the amazing ears like me, you can hear them talking about you. And you just like listening like, wow. It's in how they move when there's nothing left for them to gain. When there's no gain, it's like a loss. Okay? Watch people when you're not useful. When you're not useful to them anymore. That's where the truth lives. I know people who say, "Oh, we're good friends," but really they only want me as a travel buddy. Somebody to go with them when they go places. Like an aesthetic. So like when they go there, it's like, look, I'm hanging out with this cool person. Yeah, I'm not by myself. But then on a regular day, I don't see them. Maybe months. Not until there's another event. And sometimes they don't invite me to the event a week in advance. No, I'm a seat filler. So they call me the day of the event. Why? Because I was not in mind. And even when I am in mind, I know it's not real. I know people that would invite me to parties because they know that I'm cordial and respectful, and I'll bring, I'm going to bring something. You're supposed to bring a cake or a bottle. So, yeah, I'm going to bring a cake or a bottle. So they know I'm going to bring a cake or a bottle, so they invite me to the party because they know I'm going to bring either or. But other than that, they have no interest in getting to know me. They have no interest in socializing with me, and they look at me funny. So, yeah, you really just wanted to suck up a bottle or eat some nice big giant homemade cake, cupcakes or whatever. Because you couldn't, I don't know, for whatever reason, you just wanted to use somebody. But they'll pretend like they're your friend. I've had friends who say they're my friend, but really, they just want to be friends with a hairstylist. So when their track slips out, or when they need to get their track sewn in, they know I'm going to do their hair for them. And then it becomes to the point where we're meeting, and the only thing we're meeting for is to do your hair. And you want to pretend that you're my friend. I'm supposed to just pour out all my feelings while I sew your hair in? No. Not at all. Okay? People be really fake, and you don't even know what they're using you for. It'll be something minuscule, like you make breakfast in the morning. So they stop by to say hello, knowing you're going to give them a plate of food. And you don't know, that plate of food is everything for them for the whole day. But they just pretend like it's nothing because they don't want you to know that you have the upper hand in the situation. Okay? Real friends don't compete with you. You ever feel like you competing with somebody? Like it becomes this competition? Fake friends quietly compare themselves to you. Every day they look in their mirror and try to be you. Every day they're trying to emulate what you bring to the table. Slowly but surely, you start to notice them dressing like you, wearing their hair like you, wearing the same outfits as you. Oh, you feel like sisters or twins. No, that's someone trying to emulate you. Okay? Next thing you know, they're going to want to be you. Like the hand that rocks the cradle. Okay? Real friends correct you in private, not publicly. They're not trying to embarrass you. They're going to look out for you. They don't want to put you on Front Street for nobody to be, they want you to feel ostracized. They care about your feelings. If you ever had a friend that put you out there like that and embarrassed you in front of people, that's not your friend. Because they don't care about your feelings. And if you care about somebody's feelings, you wouldn't be so careless. You can accept an apology here and there, but I'm telling you, like I said, they reveal themselves in little tidbits. Okay? Real friends celebrate your growth. When you grow and you winning and you happy, they're happy for you. They're happy for you. They're not feeling bad or like, whatever. They're happy for you because they always wanted to see you win. So if you ever have a friend that you tell somebody something, they're like, yeah, okay, go see. That's not your friend. And they might be a hater. Okay? Real friends don't do that. They celebrate with you your wins. And when you down, they there to help you, to lift you up. Okay? Fake friends study your downfall. Okay? Remember that. Real friends correct you in private. Fake friends embarrass you in public. And real friends celebrate your growth, while Fake friends study your downfall. Okay? Let that sink in. You might wonder why you're always stuck in some drama. I be wondering why I'm not stuck in drama. I don't even do nothing. And all of a sudden, I'm in the drama. Let's talk about something deep. Okay? A lot of people are not stuck because they're lazy. They're stuck because they're emotionally invested in chaos. Okay? Every argument, every indirect post, every group chat situation, every did you hear what they said moment. It drains you. You're drained, sweetie. Don't let nobody drain you. I don't even want to hear all of that. I have to focus on my dreams, my goals, and my own thoughts. Your thoughts is your thoughts. Okay? I'm quick to let somebody know I don't want to hear that. Especially when it's a violence, drama, something I can't do nothing about or don't want to do nothing about, or something that they keep repeating all the time. Be careful. Somebody always trying to distort your thoughts or distract you from your goals. Be careful that. They'll just do like this. And they'll be always asking you to come out. All day. And then poof, it's gone. They was wasting time and playing with you. Don't let nobody play with your time. Okay? They will drain you. And the truth is, drama feels important in the moment. In the moment. Calm down, verse. Okay? Because it is never valuable in the long run. Never. You don't even remember what it was all about. You don't need to react to everything. Okay? You don't need to react. Silence is also an action. Not moving, perfect. She sat quietly. Perfect thing to do. Not every insult deserves a response, and not every rumor deserves corrections. Not every disrespect deserves your energy. Sometimes silence is not weakness, it's discipline. Okay? We have to be disciplined. Every time you respond to nonsense, you're choosing to step down to it. Okay? It's nonsense. It's down there. You really want to go there? Okay? So somebody talked back to me yesterday when I went to go get some Popeye's chicken and the chicken was bloody. So they're going to talk back to me. Like, yeah, but you didn't. Next time, I'm not going to give you a break because you see the blood in the chicken. Like, what am I supposed to do? The blood in the middle of the chicken. Yeah, I took a bite of the chicken. I didn't know it was blood in it until I got to the middle and all the blood started coming out of it. They wanted to talk back to me. And it was just for a second there, I almost wanted to jump over that counter and pop it right on. But I was like, But me even just he talking back to me and me even correcting him felt like I had to stoop down to his level so he could hear me. You know, when you start talking like that, you're stooping down to the level for them to hear. And it's like, oh, well, you understand how I feel. Okay? All right. The invitation mindset. You don't need to be invited everywhere, people. Some rooms are your elevation. Some rooms are not your elevation. They are your distraction. So you might need to move around. Okay? And if you're always waiting to be included, you're giving people permission to decide your value. Don't wait to be included. Show up. Go there. Get your ticket. Go alone. Pack a lunch bag if you need to. Maybe a bottle of water. You don't need an invitation. Just go. Who cares who doesn't want you there? You're there because you deserve to be there like anybody else. It's your right. Okay? Go create your own table. All right? Stop waiting. Stop hoping. Stop sitting by the phone wondering who called your name. Go live. Go build. Okay? Go create your own spaces, your own community, and have a pull up for you. Now, next time you say you going somewhere, what's up, my people? I'm gonna be over here, and everybody that's thinking like you, it's gonna be there. You know, I'm quick to just socialize with the people I get there. I go to a knitting event. I get there, bunch of knitters. Hey, What's up? I'm talking to them. What kind of yarn is that? Oh, let me touch it. What are you doing? Check out my stick. It's gold. What about yours? Let me see. Let's have a conversation. We can just talk about life. We can knit. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people be like, hey, they want to give me something. I want to give them something. And then we add that to our our quilts or whatever that we're making. They might give me a star to add to my quilt. I'm like, oh, I don't know how to make stars. I'm like, well, if I made this heart, and they're like, oh, that's so cute. I'm gonna put it on there. And it's like, you interact and you get to know people. And then, it's good to meet new people because everybody's not good people. It's okay that they're not good people. Just keep moving around. Stay around good people, good energy, and safe environments. Trust and believe, people. All right? Because I'm just saying, like, you gotta be careful. Like, fake people, they'll pull you into some dark areas, some dangerous situations, and they don't care at all. Okay? So make your own community. Go live, go build, go create your own spaces, people. All right? Because the strongest people in this world, they aren't chasing invitations. They're building environments. Okay? Life gets hot emotionally, mentally, socially. People are going to switch up. Opportunities disappear, friends go silent, and energy feels weird sometimes. It does. You never know if people like you, they hate you. Sometimes I'm thinking people, they don't like me, and they turn around and say, you're the most beautiful person in the world. And I'm like, me? Thank you. Like, in those moments, that's where people either grow or break. Don't break. Stay strong. Even if you have to put headphones in, reminding yourself to be confident that you could do this, you could do anything, that you're awesome. Even if you have to make a recording of your own voice, because you might prefer to hear your own voice over here and somebody on YouTube, some motivational coach, you might want to hear your own voice. I started listening to public speeches, in the morning, just to motivate myself. And then eventually, don't touch my keyboard. I started listening to motivational speeches just to motivate myself. But it came to a point where I started knowing like exactly what they was going to say. I knew exactly what they was going to say in the speech. To the point that I could start giving motivational speeches myself. Because if you do anything long enough, you're going to eventually get good at it. You will. You might not be the best. Nobody said I'm Tony Robbins or anything. Wow. But I'm getting good at it. I think I'm doing pretty well. Guys? And I know speeches and movie lines and stuff like that. And it's like something you never forget. It just stays with you. Sticks with you. So, well, I'll tell you this, guys. It was a time when when I was just like, come on, bro. Okay. Well, you're not a baby anymore, kitty cat. All right. Okay. All right. Much love to you too, Snookums. So anyway, guys, this was a time come on, bro. I can't breathe. Okay. It's in those moments where people either grow or they break. So don't let pressure turn you into someone you're not. Okay. You want to be who you are. Be who you are. Okay. People got to have emotional discipline. All right. You have to control your reaction. Control it. People will try to challenge you. Sometimes animals try to challenge you to control your emotions. Bruh, get your booty out of my face. Okay? They'll try to control your emotions, all right? So control your reaction to things. Okay? Whoever controls your reaction controls your direction. Sometimes we'll be in relationships where the guys are like picking at us. And then you react. Or say if it's a dude, you're in a relationship. She knows you, so she starts picking at you. Because she knows how to bother you. And then once she knows that, she can control your reaction. She can make you scream in a movie theater because she knows what's going to bother you, what's going to irk your nerves. So you have to remember that. If they make you explode, they control you. Bruh, I am not a pivoting point. Okay? If they can make you beg for closure, they can control you. And if they can dull you down and pull you into every little argument, you're losing control. You have to have control of your life and your emotions, people. Okay? You have to have control. So stop explaining yourself to people, okay? Committed to misunderstanding you. They don't want to understand you. And stop chasing friendships that require you to shrink. Stop reacting to people who don't even understand your journey. We have to start moving forward, people. We do. Okay? We have to move forward quietly. If you have to move quietly, okay? But loudly if you want to as well. You can move quietly, loudly, but the one thing you need to do is just move. Keep going. Things are going to happen like this. You got to just keep going. Not going to bother me. Let it slide, right? You work your way around things. Yeah, let me go. That booty out of my face. Anyway, guys, it's been real talking to you. It's Queen Showtime and Smokey, apparently. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. Stay true to you. Okay, people. Stay lit and have a wonderful day. Say bye, Smokey. Bye. Bye.